Yo yo. Favorite gnome Karak? What? The only gnomes I know of are the ones in Blood Bowl currently. Gnomes. Wonder if were gnomes ever written into fantasy? In any capacity outside of, like, a mention? I don't speak Russian. Rambo, yo buddy. Bum bum bum. The Gnome Empire. The Dwarven Empire? The Kara's Encore? Are we memeing? Do you mean dwarves? Dwarves. Thought you were memeing. I mean, I've got a soft... I mean, realistically for me, Karazakarak was kind of always my jam. Like, the epicenter of everything dwarvish. If it wasn't some sort of, like, main hold... Well, Karakurn's a main hold, but I kind of like the history of Karakurn a little bit. With, within the Gotrek and Felix books, because that's, like, the only place I think they've ever described Karakurn. In terms of its bizarre past, I guess you could say, like, at one point in time. But yeah, I'm kind of a basic bitch with Karazakrak. That's what this army was actually going to be based on. But maybe Zufbar. Maybe Zufbar, you know? Big ol' engineering hold. Brightest minds. Coolest inventions. Those are pretty cool. I don't think I've ever really been interested in, like... I guess the weirdest holds were always the ones up north, like Crack-a-Jack and whatnot. Those were kind of interesting, too, for the sake of just being Norse dwarves and, you know, being cut off from everyone else, and they kind of have their own, like, way of life and everything. Those are intriguing. Karagdum. But, you know. Don't believe those are Norse dwarves. Yes, thick dwarves. Thick. Very thick. Super thick. We're only going to be here for a few hours, though. Probably until, said like 2 p.m., but I want to see at least the pre-orders, and if the pre-orders are what we think they are, well, we're going to be here a little bit talking about them, but if not, then I think we're going to be going. I will most likely stream super later today on the main channel, but, like, again, may not be for long because we've got people coming. Be it they've decided to show up, like, really fucking late. I thought it would be earlier, but I guess not. Regardless of how it goes, tomorrow, main channel stream all day. We get them this time. Yeah. I guess we'll see. Nobody knows for sure. At this point, it's just pray for next week, pray for next week, pray for next week, pray for next week, pray for next week. Every week is just pray for next week. Yo, yo. We'll see, though. Maybe today's going to be a good day. Supposedly, on a forum, they're like, oh, yeah, dwarves are next week. And, I mean, take it with a grain of salt. Take it with fucking, like, you know, the last remaining brain cells you have for waiting on this fucking pre-order. But, like, I don't think they're going to be here today. I do not think we are getting anything today of note. Again, I could be wrong, but... You mean the gyrocopter? Yeah, we got gyrocopters. That is a horrible mini to build. I don't like building it. Gyrocopter. I miss the old gyrocopters. Oh boy, do I miss them. Yeah, about 3 months. I don't think... I mean, you wait 3 months, you wait 3 more months at this point, right? I just want the book. I literally just want the Arcane Journal at this point. I want to read. I don't... Like, the minis are great, but... Like, just give me the fucking book. And we know the book's been printed because one of them sold on eBay illegally. A fucking playtester got a hold of a book and sold it illegally. They look like Corky. Well, they're gyrocopters, yeah. Corky has a gyrocopter. I mean, this has got to be like the biggest blue ball release I've ever probably been through with Warhammer. Having every week be a dwarf week and then it's not. I genuinely think they just don't have everything ready, and that's like the obvious answer, because you can't release something you don't have ready. Like, they're in the middle of making a new factory in Nottingham, and I'm assuming there's just too much going on. Yo, crazy white boy. Thank you, sir. Give me a sec. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, there's probably just too much going on, to be honest. Like, you don't make another factory without not having enough space, right? That, I don't know. I mean, Dota's got their equivalent of, like, gyrocopter, sniper, yordle, elf thing, dwarf. Dota's got something weird like that. And it's disgusting. It's horrid to look at. It's like a dwarf in spirit, but it has like elven ears. Well, where are you located? Where do you live? Not the miniatures? Oh, you're talking about Joy Toy? Canada. Oh, yeah, you're in Toronto with me. I'm in Toronto. Who stocks Joy Toy in Toronto? Heroes World, I believe, has Joy Toy. Maybe Meeple Mart has Joy Toy. You're saying online stores. I mean... Yonge Street? Yeah, Yonge and Lawrence. That's the one I go to. There's like two nerdy stores on that strip. There's Games Workshop, and then there's Harry Tarantula, which is like a minute walk away from it, which has like general hobby things and maybe... Okay. Maybe, you know what? I mean, you could try the Harry Tarantula. That's right next to the Games Workshop. It's like, you know the Loblaws? Have you been up Yonge Street? Like at Yonge and Lawrence? It's across from the Loblaws. It's just up that strip, right next to GW. That's cool. Ruko, yo, buddy. Yep, that's where it is. If you want to venture downtown, your best bet may be Meeple Mart. If you want to order online, try 401 Games. I don't really collect Joy Toy, but I've seen them around. Like Walmart has fucking NECA, or not NECA, they're McFarlane. We're good, we're chilling. Today's pre-order day, so we're gonna see what's up. Will it be Dwarven pre-orders? Nobody knows. We pray it will be. All we can do is pray at this point. Pray for deliverance. I guess they will, or maybe they won't. For today, I don't know. I've seen shit, I've heard shit. At this point, it's just RNG. It's like getting a good team in League when you're queuing Gangplank mid. Except 10 times worse. Yeah, they'll be out eventually, though. I guess we just gotta wait and see. We gotta wait and see. We pray. The old world is kind of just not very important to many people. it makes sense they wouldn't be pumping things out for it, you know? As lame as that may be. Yo. Well, it's very limited, just because, like, it was a specialist game, it came out of nowhere. They had grand plans for it. They initially said, like, oh, we're gonna give you Cathay, we're gonna give you fucking Kislev, we're gonna give you back, like, everything that you love in Total War. And that's pretty far-fetched from, like, what we have initially. For now, at least. Yeah, I mean, it's just, well, when everyone's so accustomed to, like, Age of Sigmar, and the only people who know of fantasy are the ones who've played Total War or grew up playing Warhammer Fantasy, like, it's not a very exciting thing. No, it's the same room. Same exact. I just fixed that. I tweaked the camera. I made it better. I tweaked a few things. I was looking through settings, and there's, like, low light options and all this shit, so I was just changing them. I'm like, I'm just being blown out with, like, light. Same shit. A lot of people don't realize you have the tools to make everything nice. It's just you have to use them. Gotta use the tools. True. I mean, it's all free. All of it's free because it's all on OBS, and OBS is free. You can literally tweak all of your stuff and have it do whatever you want. It's all free. Bam, bam, bam. Cool. I should use AI for what? Controlling the world? I've seen enough Terminator to know where that shit's going. I've seen enough Terminator to know where it's going. $1 p.m. Yo. So we're like 2 hours, 3 hours from it. 1 p.m. Yep, pray. We do pray. Yeah, I've seen the new trailer. I mean, the movie looks good. I don't know if I'll see it in theaters, ideally, but yeah. I don't watch Pro Play, dude. I have no idea. I don't keep up with any bout of League Pro Play. Or basically anywhere Pro Play. No Warhammer, no nothing, no strategy games. Actually, you know what? I would say I watch probably, in terms of any Pro Play, it's got to be like fighting games at EVO, or it's got to be Total War during like a Turin tournament or something. I don't really like League Pro Play. It's kind of a soulless thing for me. Everyone's just kind of... It's not my thing. It's not my thing. It's not my thing. It's not my me. You know, some people will bust out Gangplank. That's cool, but for the majority of Pro Play, it's just like paycheck, 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 paycheck. No soul, no soul. Paycheck, paycheck. Oh yeah, well, that's what exactly. That's what I was saying. Who did he play into? Who did the Gangplank play into? Like as a laner, because you know he was top lane. Nobody's gonna play Gangplank mid in a tournament. I never played in a... oh, the community one with, like, Dante's thing? Like, that was fun, yeah. Renekton? Yeah, okay, that's not bad, honestly. Not to mention Gangplank can turbo scale against him if he's not permadove. Yeah. Talking about League of Legends on my Old World Dwarves channel. True. Well, there's nothing to talk about with Dwarves because Dwarves haven't been here for ages. Like, if they show up, great, we could talk about them. Where are they? True. I was supposed to be reaching out to Games Workshop any day now to see if they want to, like, you know, make me a dwarven influencer, you know, send me the new dwarf kit or kits and book. Yep, you just get shotted out with Q and it's game over. Dwarfen influencer. Shrew. What interests you the most in dwarves? What you should say is what doesn't interest you. And to that, I will say stagnation. Because by God, dwarves got it all, except the ability to move on. Which isn't a good thing. You don't never want to move on, you know, from times that were once great. But it's pretty funny to think that most people actually root for dwarves more than anything. But then again, like, yeah, you've got a few reasons, I do suppose. it's it's interesting because, like, humans in fantasy, like, as people who like dwarves, you root for them. Family, honor, warfare, you know, they're master craftsmen. They don't do anything crazy to kind of, like, piss many people off, right? They just kind of stick to themselves, and they're very good at what they do. And in reality, that's not the best thing, because they just stick to themselves. They don't do anything. They don't concern themselves with the world and kind of the problems that are in it. It's not their issue. They don't care. So it's like, we might love them, but in reality, if we were with them, I mean, if they show up as allies, that's amazing. But if not, you're like, fucking assholes. Where are you? Honor your oaths. Come back. Well, there's no such thing as dwarf wizards. Well, I guess you could say with the Chaos Dwarves, but they turn to stone. Regular dwarves use magic through, like, runecraft. They bind the winds of magic through runes and then inscribe runes into items like weapons, armor, trinkets, things like that, and then those runes expel magic. They can't use magic. At least in the traditional sense. Send them a picture of all your dwarf shit in One Piece of Dwarven Warhammer history. One Piece. Bro thinks it's One Piece. I think we'll be building one soon. The gaps are pretty bad, but you just fill them with milliput. It's actually very easy to do. A lot of these kind of have gaps, and I don't care. All you would do is take a bead of milliput, roll it into there, use a bit of, like, alcohol, and then it'll smooth out completely, and you're done. I don't mind them. I mean, a lot of these are kit bashed from, like, Dwarf Warriors and the Thunderers kit. So, like, I believe the back piece is from the Warriors, the front piece is from the Thunderer, Quarreler, Ranger kit. And the idea was to just make different looking poses, so they all don't come out the same. And it's funny, though, because you can actually do that, right? Typically, you'd have a handgun or a crossbow here to here. Instead of that, shield. Now you've got a guy raising his shield, right? So the kits were kind of interchangeable if you want different poses. I don't think you can throw handguns or crossbows onto, like, I don't think you could throw crossbows onto, like, maybe this, which is like an actual Dwarf Warrior torso. Yep. Just to make them look different. That's the idea. So he's supposed to be like that. Oh yeah, for sure. It's cool. I want to compare it to, like, the new kit that when it comes out. Because the new kit coming out is kind of, in lieu to that, it's what that old unreleased thing was and what this one is currently. Right? I want to see it. Warhammer lore is way better than League lore. What? There's so much of it. It's so much cooler. But League lore is still good in its own right. It's just not... There's aspects of League lore that I love. It's just not everything. You know? That's Warhammer as well, to be fair, but there's just more Warhammer. League lore is abandoned. I spent 4 hours watching Necron lore. I mean, the Necrons are still fucking assholes, right? The Necron tier, fuck them. The Catan, fuck them. I don't like any of them, to be honest. They're gross. The Skaven. Everyone loves Skaven. And everyone's building Skaven right now, currently, because the new box dropped. The Skaveen. A lot of people do like the Necron characters. Isn't, Trazyn kind of like everyone's favorite? Is Trazyn the dude who has, like, that giant myriad of fucking old and ancient things? Like, he's like a procurer of, like, weird shit? He's got, like, a giant museum? Is that Trazyn? Yeah. Yeah, Trazyn's the museum guy. Yeah, there you go. The Fulgrim clone, I think he had, like, the, God, one of the, what were those, like, old Space Marines before they became Space Marines? What were they called? He's got, like, a Krork. Thunder Warriors. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. I mean, that's cool lore, but, like, it'll never really be... I don't think any of that will ever get out or do anything. Like, you know, it's just kind of his little pocket of lore, and... Not the Beholder, it was called the Enslavers. He's got an Enslaver in Creed. I'm not very well versed in 40k anymore. It's been a very long time since I've taken in anything 40k, and I think it was like the Votan Codex initially. That's where it was left at. I don't really read 40k books, they don't really intrigue me. Just not my thing. Not like it used to be. Well, realistically, you'd want to read more about what you love, right? Understanding everything in a universe, that's up to you. I don't like everything in 40K. I don't like everything in fantasy. I know it sounds weird, but, like, one of the most beloved things was Skaven. Still is. Whenever Skaven showed up in, like, the Gotrek and Felix books, End Times, I just didn't like them. At all. And I think that's the problem I have, it's that I don't enjoy everything to the degree in which I enjoy Dwarves, and so I just don't want to read it. Like, it would really take a lot for me to get into it. Like, Skaven are cool, but I don't want to read about them. I don't want to know more about them. I've read enough of them, but they don't excite me. I'm just like, these bastard rats, I hate them. Oh, you can appreciate everything. I appreciate everything in Warhammer. It's just I don't love them. I don't want to, like, read any more of them. Like, I think Skaven are cool. I just don't like them. Well, I got into probably around like 2002, 2003 plus-ish. It was the Shadow and Flame. The Shadow and Flame supplement for, like, the Middle-earth strategy game. It was basically the downfall of Moria. It's with the Balrog and all the goblins and whatnot. That's what got me into Dwarves initially with, like, Games Workshop stuff. That was sick. To me, that is still, like, my childhood. More so than, like, Fantasy Dwarves, because I think Fantasy Dwarves came around, like, 2006, 2007 with, like, the Battle for Skull Pass. But I remember having, like, all of these little metal dwarves, and you'd go to Games Workshop and buy the little blisters of 3 dwarf warriors, and you'd flip through the fucking book on the way to, like, softball practice, and you'd see all the fucking dwarves against the goblins fighting in the shafts and everything. It was good. A lot of my memories with Warhammer came from either in a store or, like, at a stepbrother's place, or just in the car going to, like, softball practice, or just anywhere driving around, because I'd keep my books in the back of, like, the seat, and I would sit in the back and I'd fucking pull them out and read them. D&D's not really for me, no. People like Bretonia. I mean, that would be a reunion. I wonder if Gotrek and Teclis met up again in Age of Sigmar, because they did in Gotrek and Felix. And they did not like each other. No shit. I mean, I don't really like them. I think they're cool for the universe, but, like, yeah, you know. Interesting to come back with the 2 squatted races. Were people really that ingrained in, like, Bretonian and Tomb King stuff to really want to get it? I wonder how successful that launch box was. Or boxes were. I got the books. That's all I really cared about, because I'm not going to get, like, Bretonians or Tomb Kings. Jesus, that doesn't even line up. You may get vampire counts near the end of like fantasy, but I don't think anytime soon. I have no idea. That, like, archiving things on YouTube, maybe, but I have no idea. It may be a possibility. Would you rather be a dwarf or a pirate? I'd rather be a human. Me. Even though pirates could be dwarves or humans. Just because I love these things doesn't mean I want to wake up as one. I don't think being a pirate was a very good life. It's a cool life, at least, you know, the romanticized fucking, like, fantasy versions of them, but, like, actual piracy was pretty miserable. It's always the tall tales and fucking Disney. Well, their teeth, they'd get scurvy. Like, you'd literally live on a rat-infested, fucking disgusting, horrid, stinky vessel. This ain't no Pirates of the Caribbean. Shit was most definitely worse. Shadow, you know, I played Shadowrun. That's like an older game, right? I played the 360 version of it. I know it's like a board game or something. Or a tabletop game. GP has a horrible meaning? What does that even mean? I mean, he's a horrible person who's had nothing but horrible things done back to him for being a horrible person. For all the bad that Gangplank has done in the world, he kind of deserves it from a logical standpoint, you know? We could just say, oh, Gangplank is such a great guy, and then if Gangplank was a real dude, he would not be a great guy, you know? Like, realistically. Not the best of intentions with that man. Then again, hey, you do what you gotta do to live, bros on that grind. Make a name for yourself, make money. Dude's an influencer. I think we can glue. GP or what? GP's I mean, well written. He's written fine. The thing about Gangplank that makes him so appealing is that he's nothing special. He's a guy who achieved a lot by being a piece of shit, kept everything by being a piece of shit, and everything kind of just came back to haunt him. There's really not much going on with him. That's kind of most of the Bilgewater characters. They're all just nobodies, and if you're a nobody, you've probably achieved nothing of, like, importance. Like, realistically, the what the fuck characters of Bilgewater would be like Nautilus, Pike, I think that's kind of it. Like, everyone else is just a dude or a woman. Like, Kench is not even from Bilgewater. It's just a matter of these are all people, and these people can only do what people can do. With money, with muscle, with their religion. They're not augmented, they're not gifted, they're just people. Right? Nautilus became this giant fucking, like, SCP cryptid-ass thing of the ocean. Pike just was resurrected and now is a mass murderer. Because that's what his god tells him to do. Like, things that are beyond their control, you know? Gangplank, guy, wants money. Misfortune, woman, wants revenge. TF is actually a mage. You know, he's not even from Bilgewater initially, but, like, he's got a little bit more going on. Graves, big dumb meathead, wants to make money. Like, they're not anything special, but that's kind of their charm. It's how do these people even live in a world where everything is so fucking bizarre and crazy, and it's just a guy with a gun. Or it's a woman with, like, determination. Pretty sure he channels his magic through the cards. Because he's a mage, right? I don't think he just has a set of magic cards. I think he can channel that through them and kind of give them different effects. Because it was never really explicitly explained, but you can kind of get the gist of it where... Oh, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Because in the cinematic, fucking MF was flicking through TF's cards, and there was some sort of flair to them. I don't know. That's a good point. Maybe he stores them in the cards. He's got a quote saying it's all in the cards. Maybe it is just the cards. I don't know. Something like that. I have no clue. Maybe he stole them. I can't remember. I genuinely can't remember. I mean, that's interesting. 40K is full of weird shit. 40K is full of a lot of weird shit. A lot of bizarre shit. Is this the same thing? Yo, yo. You just gotta remember, I mean, the interesting thing about League of Legends lore is that I feel like it's really going to be thrown on the back burner. Nobody cares about it. The only way lore matters in League of Legends is through the MMO, right? Because they're trying to sell lore. The reason they're no longer doing stories or anything is because they tried to sell lore to gamers, not people interested in that stuff. I would imagine being into an MMO is kind of more fitting for stuff like that because you're actually contributing to a world that's built instead of a genre of game that's using things from the universe but isn't of the universe. They really wanted to develop it. Like, Arcane as well. Actually, Arcane was a very good stepping stone into, like, the actual lore for people, because it's an animated show and it's well done. Well, yeah, but, I mean, you'll still have references in League of Legends based on lore, but, like, their main focus wouldn't be lore. It's a fucking MOBA. Do you think Faker knows the lore of any of his characters he's won worlds with? Faker's like, this character's really good. I'm going to play him. He's cool looking. I mean, they're gamers. Gamers want to game. They don't want to read stories about ninjas. Or maybe they do. Maybe they're in their, like, anime and whatnot. I don't know. But next week we're doing Dead Space. Guaranteed 100% next week is Dead Space start. Saturday. Based Faker for not using the $500 skin. I mean, he was given the skin for free. Yeah, next week, Saturday, 100% we're doing Dead Space. Absolutely. Because today we have people coming over, and so I only want to stream for like X amount of time. I have no idea if he does. Yo. I'm assuming he does. I mean, that or Riot's like, listen, Faker, we know what champs make us money. Choose between these three, even if you've never played them. Like, I'm 99% sure he does play Ahri, but imagine he wanted, like, a Ryze skin for $500. Like, 0 people would buy it. They most definitely had a hand in, like, him picking Ahri. They came to me with a deal. $500 skin. I get my name in the Hall of Fame. It's a win-win. Whatever works, man. He said Oriana first and then changed it to Ari. Well, they probably put a gun to his head and said, listen, you bastard. No one's gonna buy an Oriana skin. 0 people play her since we nerfed the bitch. No one wants Oriana. Well, I have no idea. I'm gonna say this, though. Your money, your choice. If you want to buy digital League of Legends skins, go for it, man. If not, you got Warhammer, you got games, you got food. Do whatever you want. It's your money. There is so many things out there to spend your money on. So many things. Bum, 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 bum. I mean, hey, man, whatever tickles your fucking fancy, brother. Yeah, eventually I will. Not anytime soon, though, because we're not done building. We have many, 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 many things to build. Many things to build. Thinking I'm buying a set of Necrons, but my PC literally will burn down and I need to save for a new one. The PC comes first. Crazy to think that we all rely on computers these days, like, completely. Without a computer, where would we be? I actually know someone who doesn't own a PC. He's only got a phone and, like, an Xbox or something, but, like, having a computer will change your life. I used to say Xbox over PC, and that's just copium. That is pure copium. I was so delulu. Nobody goes outside for fun anymore. Everyone knows we just stay online and fucking play games. Yeah, I did see the Trump thing. I did see the Trump thing where he got shot at and his ear got clipped. That guy was, like, a millimeter from just being straight up dead. A centimeter from being, like, absolutely gone. World's crazy, man. It's not... You think shit like that's gonna be staged? No, dude. People probably still think it's staged, but that's like Twitter brain damage at its finest. It's like, oh yeah, you know, a guy lost his life in the crowd, his whole brains were splattered everywhere, but, you know, it's fake, don't worry, right? The person who was a shooter is also dead, but it's fake, right? It's like, yo, get off Twitter, man. I don't know. It doesn't concern me, but, like, people are really dumb. It does not concern me, though, I'll tell you. Hell no. Gangplank would be like, you bastard! He'd run down and fucking beat the guy senseless. GP is an actual good leader. Bro has not read the lore. I think Gangplank wasn't terrible, but, like, he was a terrible man in some cases where, you know, everyone's kind of paying up something for some stupid reason. The streets weren't the safest, but, like, under Gangplank, everything was kind of... Under Gangplank, I think you had a strong Bilgewater. I think that's the best way to put it. A Bilgewater that would never be fucked with. And remember, he's kind of in it for himself. But, like, he loves that city. He could care less about its inhabitants. Whereas now he kind of cares because he's lost them all. And he's like, well, what's a city without people to fucking lead in it, you know? Oops. Old Gangplank, no, he didn't care. Gangplank, after getting his ass beat 30,000 times in a row and losing everything 30,000 times in a row, yeah, I think he's a bit more sensible. Bum, bum, bum.
Shut up, you dickhead, now fuck off!
Hey, you.
Blankart, yo, buddy. Hello, sir. Thank you. Yeah, GP's been humbled quite a bit, so... I think he's a little bit more sensible from where he was previously, but yeah. Gangplank was indeed humbled. He's a tanky Twisted Fate. I mean, I haven't read Shen lore since... Didn't he... I think he had an update to lore, and that's kind of where I don't remember it. I haven't read League lore in a long time, man. Like, we're talking years. But then again, they haven't put out anything in years that's worth reading. Although they did have that one story with Alawi and Yorick, which was cool, because, like, why the fuck would they ever write about those two in one story? That's, like, losing money immediately. Although, writing a story won't make you any money, especially when it's free. Pretty sure they had one about Graves and Neela. And Graves gets his shit kicked in by Neela. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Uh, Cho'Gath lore. How about we just redo the Void completely and make them Eldritch abominations instead of just cute, cuddly, purple, like, weirdos? But then again, that was kind of old league. Like, they really do need a redo on that stuff. A pretty big one. Who knows? We'll see. Oh, Belveth was... Dude, Belveth is a joke, man. No shit, they gotta make the big fucking creature look like a woman. Like a human woman. Not like a creature. They gotta have some sort of appeal. It's like... It's a fucking monster, man. And I know the whole idea was like it's an anglerfish and all this shit, and it kind of lures you in with its little human head. But, like, the artwork is so jarring. Because in the splash art, it shows her human head the size of, like, a fucking building. And who in God's name is gonna fall for that? It's like, oh, there's a giant 50-foot tall woman walking through our city. Let me go see who it is. It's like... What? Why couldn't it have just been, like, some really horrid, disgusting thing? I know it's the fake face, and that's kind of cool. In a way, that's cool, but, like... I just kind of don't like how it was done. Just make a monster chap. Like, leave it as a monster. Well, it's whatever sells to people, right? I don't think... They understand monsters don't sell, so they're not going to give you them. They're a business. You give the people what they want. If people don't want monsters, don't give them monsters, right? You know, I met Mordekaiser. I met Fred Tatascore. I met him in real life, the real Mordekaiser. He was a cool guy. He's a very cool guy. Very nice. Very cool. Yep, he did, and he's Graves. I have a signature with him for Graves and Bane, I believe. He was speaking in, he was voice acting both of them when he was signing the fucking prints, which I thought was cool. Yeah, he's a very nice guy. He spent a lot of time with each person who walked up to his table. The people in front of us were, I believe he also voice acted someone in COD, like Nikolai or something, from one of the zombie maps or whatever. Someone had brought in a, one of the perk vending machines, and he was like, oh my god, that's so cool, and they sat there for like 20 minutes talking about it, and it was just nice. He was a very nice guy. I think, was it Nikolai? It was the Russian guy in Zombies. I think it was Nikolai. It is Nikolai. Reveals are at 1 p.m. We should be about 2 hours away. Two hours. That's cool. People love Jin's mask. I think it's awesome. It looks very interesting. Jin as an antagonist in some sort of series would be cool. Wonder if they'd ever do that. Normal hours streaming in Europe. I'm up early these days. My sleep schedule is pretty good. Although, you know what happened? Ivana woke me up at 4 a.m. this morning, and she was yelling. She took a shower, and Mochi ran into her room and shit and piss on her floor. And she's like, get in here right now. And I'm like, listen, woman, I'm fucking sleeping. Yeah, she was pissed. I don't blame her. There was big Mochi turds under her chair. She was mad. Mochi, hey, I fell asleep on the couch. I was watching TV. Mochi was out with me on the couch. Both of us hit the doghouse. Yeah, he was a bit of a bastard. He was a little mean last night. Yeah, shouldn't have done it, but, you know, he did. I guess it is what it is. He marked his territory. Yeah, okay. This dog's the size of a fucking football. Bro can't mark anything. We still do have to clean a little bit though today, so I think again if we get on League, it might be a little bit later tonight. Chances are we're not going to be on long here anymore. Still probably until 1, so about 2 hours. 2 hours left here. That would put us at 3.5 hours, which kind of a long time, but tomorrow we go all in. We will be here all day on the main channel. Yeah, Warhammer is a tabletop game. Most of which isn't very exciting to watch. It's more so a better game to play. No one kind of sits down and says, man, I can't wait to watch Warhammer. Although, be it some YouTube channels actually do make it kind of, like, engaging. It just depends on the content. Depends on how it's presented. Play on tabletop? Yeah, there's some... I mean, it's... You want to make... When it comes to Warhammer, I mean, everyone is into something different, so, like, you're not always going to have people who like things presented in an over-the-top way, or sometimes people don't like it when, you know, it's too boring, whatever it may be, right? Like, just dice rolling. But it's hard to make it entertaining just because it's more so a playing game than a watching game, you know? Like, you want to be in the action, not kind of sitting on the sidelines. But everyone's different. Some people enjoy it, some people don't. Pretty sure they're also Canadian. I like their channel. Alright. Should be fine to glue. The big thing is that there's content for everyone, right? If everyone kind of made the same content, it'd be very stale, so the fact that people do different things is great. That's how it should be. Yeah, have fun, buddy. Eat your pizza. I'm not going anywhere for about 2 more hours at least minimum, because we got to see what's revealed today, but no worries. Warhammer is great. It's just a matter of kind of getting stuck in. Like, there's a lot of shit to know. It's a long haul hobby. It's not a sweet little afternoon. Oop. Yo, yo. Hello, sir. We got... How many more Dwarf Warriors? A few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. 6 more. Too many. Too many. The never-ending grind of Dwarf Warriors. Bum, bum. Yeah, this channel's been... I think this channel's been up for, like, what, 2 years? But it's been very off for 2 years. It has not been on for a while. At least consistently. This is definitely more of like a weird niche thing anyways. Working on Warhammer on stream is very much like a hangout more than a stream. Like there's not much that goes on here. But that's kind of the point, I guess. Just chilling out. Furthering hobbies, always good. What time is it? 11? Oh yeah, 11. 2 more hours. Oh yeah, exactly. It's just background noise, but it is very tedious. Shit like this takes forever to get done. But, you know, it's a hobby. Hobbies aren't meant to be rushed. You're supposed to enjoy yourself. Good God. Just stick. Good God. I don't print any parts. Ideally, I would love to, but I fucking hate resin printing. I've had a bad rap with that stuff, and I've did it for a while. I am not thoroughly in love with resin printing. Best case scenario, though, is you're able to sculpt your own bits, and then print your own bits, and then put your bits on your minis all at home. In a perfect scenario where no problems ever come up. That would be awesome. That would be excellent. I would say if I could ever use resin prints or like legitimate plastic model kits, I would always take the model kits over resin prints. Unless it's like exclusively a resin print that's meant to be a bit, it's extremely hard to work with because you can't really chop resin up like you would plastic. It's very brittle. Resin, yeah, FDM is good exactly for terrain bases, stuff like that. Resin is just, the process is fucking horrible. I despise the resin printing process. It is absolutely horrible. You could do anything. The resin printing could literally be anything. You can print bits, you can print full miniatures, you could do anything. Lives, yo, buddy. Oh, the routine is what you need. Absolutely. That's the number one thing I had learned when 3D printing is you need a routine. You need, like a flow chart. You need to be able to do everything in good succession and, like, not look back at a previous step. It's done, you clean it, you wash it, do whatever, so on and so on and so on. Having a system with 3D printing is amazing. That will save your hobby. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure yet, buddy. We were supposed to, but now I don't know. I mean, micro miniatures, like very tiny scaled minis, those are fun. It's just a different type of experience. Yeah, I mean, that's cool in its own right. I like stuff like that. Like, for Warhammer, that'd be, like, Epic or War Master. They've got different scaled minis. I think that's cool. But maybe not for everything, you know? I like the idea of it, but maybe not 24/7. Maybe later today. If not, guaranteed tomorrow. Guaranteed tomorrow 100%, all day. Think we can glue this? Playing a game usually is about 2 to 3 hours, depending on the size. Maybe like an hour and a half to 3. With different game modes. Or different types of gaming, whatever you want to call them. Building is a longer process because it's more so your creative efforts. Some people rush this to get to gaming. Some people slow burn this to not even get to gaming. Everyone's in it for something different. Not everyone builds the game. This army will be gamed with, so, like, you know, we're doing our best. Yeah. Some people love 2 minutes on a miniature. Some people love an hour. Reveal is in 1 p.m., so about hour and 50 minutes, 40 minutes. Implying it's even dwarves, right? We'll see. Yeah, I mean, some people, exactly. Not everyone's gonna like playing the game. I like everything about Warhammer. I love the books. I love the game. I love the hobby. I love everything. So I do everything. Currently, yes. Because when you start building an army, basically all of your time is spent building figures. Like, only when everything is done can you play, at least physically. You can play online with, like, digital assets and whatnot, but... yeah, most of the hobby is building, right? Like, this is 20 Dwarf Warriors. Almost 20. We gotta build this one. We have 2 over here. We have 2 over here. We have 5 left. And this is only their torsos. And then we have to go in and fucking milliput and fix all the patchwork problems. Which is... this is easy. And then we have to customize them, which is the best part. That's the most fun. Like, who wouldn't want to put a mask on a dwarf? Customize them. Give him a little beer keg. You can do a bunch of stuff. Pouches. Yeah, you could just do a bunch of weird shit. Whatever it may be. Give them some stone to eat. True, these creatures eat stone. Building and grinding for more army money. What? It is, well, it's extremely time-consuming, absolutely. From reading the books, there's one book series that has over 50 books. Good luck. And that's just one of them. Like, see, that's the reason people love Warhammer, though, is because it has content, it's quality, it's very thorough. There's a lot of shit. Not all of it's thorough, but, like, you know, there's just absolutely everything. It doesn't feel like you're lacking content or something to do. There's always something to do. I could sit here for 30, 50, 100 hours building a dwarf army and say, you know what? That was good, let's do another one. Except it's not dwarves in fantasy, it's dwarves in space, or it's dwarves in Lord of the Rings, or it's dwarves in fucking, like, gang warfare. You could just do anything, and that's just fucking dwarves. Then you got every other race in the game, plus their books, plus their lore, plus their wikis, plus their games. Like, it's an endless stream of content. There's so much to do. Oh yeah, you definitely don't have to read everything. I'm just saying, some people love reading everything, some people love a lot of stuff in the universe, but For those that don't, you could just kind of be selective. Read what you love. Where is this? Put this on here. Good. Excuse me. Okay. Does this already exist here? Where are the horns on this guy's head? Is there only one? All right. I don't think I will be chopping off the horns.
Shut up, you dickhead, now fuck off!
Pedro, thank you, buddy. Thanks, man. Thank you, sir. Is this thing even working? This resub shit is broken. Why is it not working? Load. Let me see. Work. It's broken? Oh, it's working. Hey, there it is. Cool. Cool beans. Bum, 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 bum. I wonder if today will be the day. I guess I've been saying that for 3 months straight, but, like, maybe it will be the day. Maybe, maybe not. We're already masters. I'm talking about dwarf releases. Pre-orders. PO, PO. Every Sunday, we get certain pre-orders. And it just turns out that this Sunday, maybe that day. It has been pretty fucking stale for pre-orders. I think people have been getting, like, plushies and books. I guess we'll see. Boom, boom, Any advice on stuff to watch to improve at Total War Warhammer? Are you talking about multiplayer or campaign? Because, I mean, realistically, that'd just be YouTube videos. Like, multiplayer for Turin, stuff like that. Campaign for whoever plays campaign. Yeah, multiplayer is more so Turin, I would say. Turin. Campaign, I have no idea. I don't really watch any campaign content. I don't even play campaign. No, Turin. Turin. He's a very nice guy. I've talked to him before. He does a lot of, like, competitive Total War stuff. He's the competitive guy for, like, content. There's a bunch of other ones, but he's, like, the main one. I guess it's more so just understanding what beats what and where to put units. That's about it. How to deploy. With campaign, it's kind of just face value, throw everything at the wall. Multiplayer's kind of like pick and choose your fights properly. Yeah, it's just an understanding of like what units go where and how they perform. That's the big thing. Party Elite. Yeah, I have no idea. I think I've heard of that guy, but I haven't seen anything campaign related in fucking years. Oh, they're very fun. Yeah, Total War is an awesome game. Or Warhammer is. I haven't played the historical ones, but yeah. We're about an hour out, I think, no? Hour and 20 minutes out. We're almost there. Almost to the reveals. Give me Dowie. Give me stinky short men. Dwarf things. Give me the book. You crooks. Gunpla? No, it's not for me. Only Warhammer. Warhammer is my jam. Hmm. I wonder how you'd fuck this beard up to make it look different without ruining it completely. So many options. I think it's fine. Hmm. Alrighty, glute time. Good, good, very good, very good. Ooh, very bad. Never mind. Too much glue. What can you do? Yo, yo. He only collects dwarves and cute anime figures. True. Of course. I want to learn the story of Warhammer. Can you recommend me some channel? Which Warhammer? Fantasy or 40k? Or, like, other things? Because it's not just one Warhammer. You're talking about, like Lord of the Rings-esque Warhammer? 40k? Luton? Westhammer? Arbiter Ian? Major Kill? Like, there's a bunch of channels. Bricky. Bricky's pretty good, too. The best thing to do is just literally Google Warhammer 40k lore. And I think you're right about there. I've been infected with facing ADCs in the mid lane. Have fun, dude. It's complete cringe. Have fun. Welcome to 2024 League of Legends, by the way. Are you not having fun? Yeah, there's a bunch of 40k YouTubers, though. A lot of them. The wiki's great, too. If you like reading, the wiki's good, but, like, if you want the wiki read to you, just watch a YouTube video. That's usually a good thing. No, you're good. I mean, we are just finishing up the bodies of the dwarf warriors before, like, customization and everything, so... We are a ways out. We're almost about an hour from the reveals. Please. Or, well, the pre-orders, which is just a reveal, I guess, right? We can pray that today's the day. Give us the Dowie. I mean, it probably will just be plushies in a book. Or nothing in a book. Nobody knows. I would die for the Emperor. But the question is, would he die for you? Oh, but he already did. You weren't even born. It don't count. The mold lines on these dwarf warriors are satanic in nature. They are absolutely thick. How egregious. The beast is satanic in nature. I mean, probably. I don't even know, dude. Space Marines are no joke, but I have no fucking clue what I'd compare them to. Could you compare them to anything? But I genuinely have no clue. Well, they're just incredibly powerful and OP. What compares to a Space Marine? Doomslayer? I mean, I'm pretty sure he... Oh, maybe. Yeah, actually, maybe. But I don't think a Space Marine would survive. Would he be better? Is the Doomslayer better than a Space Marine? I'm sure that's been debated somewhere. Somewhere it has been debated. Is it true? Are all the Reddit neckbeard enthusiasts on the Doomslayer versus a Space Marine correct? Mochi, no. Mochi's making noise. What a bastard. Why do you enjoy Dwarves so much? It's funny, there was a guy who said the exact same question earlier, and I gave him the flip answer of, like, why I don't like them. One thing I don't, but I mean, the gist of it would be, like, family, honor, excelling at a lot of different things. Like, they've got a rich history of their ancestors and kind of doing good by them. You know, like what kids should be doing in this day and age. Do well by those who came before them. Don't upset the spirit of Aunt Jelma when she's been dead for 20 years, right? You still love your grandmother, so do they. They're just a very, like, homey, tight-knit, rich faction, you know? They still do have their problems, but I think for the most part, you can't not but root for them in most cases. Dwarves are great. Super good. I mean, I've been doing Warhammer off and on for like 20 years. So a while. A little while. It just sucks because a lot of the stuff I grew up with is just straight up gone. Some stuff I did keep. But most of the actual completed miniatures are, like, well gone. All the painted stuff. I think we've already listened to this song, and we've listened to, like, the 50-minute version of it, so, yeah. No, skip it. Skip that shit. I think when it comes to liking anything in Warhammer, it's just the rich history of things that have kind of been built up over the years, you know? You can like a faction for whatever reason, but, like, I don't want to sound like someone on Twitter, but, like, you know, to a degree, dwarves are semi-relatable. They want to be left alone. They want to make and create. And just want to eat and drink and revere those who have passed on. Sounds like my life. I love my grandmother. I miss my grandmother. You know, they miss their great, long since dead grandfathers. Right? For certain factions, it's not that deep. It's like, why do you like greenskins? Well, they're crazy. They're brutish. They're funny. They're just cool. You know? Other factions have a bit more depth, so you can kind of, like, get behind them a little bit more. Everyone likes Warhammer for something. Join the Slanesh cult. That's everyone on Twitter, bro. That is like surface level wank. It's got as much lore as a fucking figure in a jar. Giga Chad. Okay, buddy. I love flying my gyrocopter. Is that what kids call it these days? Well, the Chaos Dwarves are just actual terrible beings. Like, every dwarf will hold a grudge. That's kind of just in their nature. They don't forget things, they don't forgive things. Everything is owed. When you've been pissed off for centuries, because your whole race has been on the decline because of an oath that was kind of fallen back on, you'd hold grudges too. Dawn of War is cool. I was recently going through my old PC games and I found all my hard copies of Dawn of War with all the expansions. Ba-da-bum, bum-bum. When will you make a League of Legends army? Never, because that's not what I do Warhammer for. 1 hour, 59 minutes, and we are potentially going to heaven. Or we're still stuck in hell. We'll see. "59 minutes, ladies and germs." I should just say germs, but, you know, there's no ladies here. 59 minutes. We are almost to the pre-orders, and we are ready to be disappointed yet again. Bam, 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 ba-da-da, no, no, no. You could do anything. You could make Urgot. As long as you've got the skills, you can create anything you want. Yeah, you could do it. You have the time, you have the talent, go for it. No, they're only tabletop reveals. It's not even a reveal, it's just like, what's going on pre-order? What can you purchase? Which in itself could be a reveal. Yeah, they're different. One's fantasy-esque, so like you could say Lord of the Rings, the other one's like Star Wars, but rated R and like incredibly miserable. Yep. One is like Lord of the Rings with gunpowder. The other one is Star Wars with like, well, it's not best not compared to Star Wars, but like that's the gist of it. It's just space. Big giant conflicts, billions of people dying, no one batting an eye. Vampire counts in 40k? Not really. No. Space, like... I mean, you got zombies through, like, Nurgle and whatnot, but it's not the same. Necromancers in 40k? I'm sure it exists in some form, but not, like, vampire counts. Like, mechanical necromancy? I mean, I don't know, man, honestly. I'm not very well versed in 40k, but, like, I'm sure some of it's there. Like the Necrons, but I don't think Necrons are mindless slaves. Not anymore. Pretty sure the Necrons are more like Tomb Kings. Basically just that. They got everything. They got everything in this fucking hobby. Yeah. Where's the torso? I mean, there's tons of different armor in 40k. Like what? Not all armor would be the same. There is a lot of armor. It's subjective. Everything is subjective. People like what they like, people don't like what they don't like, you know. I'm not really a fan of Space Marines either, personally, but I think they look alright. Space Marines. Go look at the Eldar. If you like slim, pathetic, decrepit, nasty elves because of their slender armor, you'll probably like the Eldar. The Eldar have that. Yeah, Eldar for sure is kind of that aesthetic. People like what they like, that's fine. What are we at right now? 40 minutes. I think after I'm done doing this, implying it doesn't take 40 minutes, I'm going to take a 5-minute break to go get food, and then I'll be on. Holy moly. Jeez. I got the arthritis. I got the arthritis. Good, good. We're chilling. Yo. Hello, hello. Yo, yo. Waiting for pre-orders. 1 p.m. So close. 40 minutes. 40 minutes away. We're so close. Well, we're not pre-ordering anything. We're going to see if we're going to pre-order anything. Because every Sunday, they surprise you. They reach into a bag and say, hey, guess what? That's what's going to be for sale this week. And we've been waiting 3 months for the Dwarven pre-orders. So, like, goddamn, dude. Binky, yo, buddy. Yeah, we've been waiting for a long time. Games Workshop's having a problem with producing the goods. It's any day now. Every Sunday, we just get our hopes up, and every Sunday they're let down. So this is probably not going to be anything different. We're good, we're chilling. We got 40 more minutes on stream-ish. Maybe a little bit longer if we get what we want today. We are just making Dwarf Warriors into the sunset. I gotta fix this after. Nice. Is that like a 40k Demon Prince? Oh, yeah. Well, this is not even like... I don't even think it's delivery problems. I think this is more so production problems. Like, they just can't produce what they want to produce right now. Hey, wait for tomorrow, man. Tomorrow should be better. Go up to the post office, grab your shit, you'll be good to go. $40k? Yeah. Dude, I wish I could love 40k again. I try so hard, but I'm just forcing myself into something I don't want to do. I genuinely just don't have any ties to 40k right now. Ones that are exciting, I find. I want a reason to love 40k. I actually think I like Necromunda more than 40k. Maybe it's just the big old galactic, you know, warfare with armies that kind of all look the same, at least within their own sphere. Necromunda is just more of this tight-knit, smaller, personalized venture. I don't know. I really want to like 40k again, though. I do. Maybe something will click in my head. Yeah, Kill Team's cool. Space Marines, yeah, not for me. Maybe something will click, and I'll learn to love it again, but right now it's just rough. Necromunda is on Necromunda. It's like gang warfare. It doesn't concern itself with, like, the wider problems of the galaxy. I mean, everyone has their reasons for liking stuff. People do love Space Marines the most, so I don't think people find them too boring. Bum bum bum, bum 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 bum. Pretty sure we should be at about 30 minutes. Yep, 35 minutes. Kind of, I would say so, maybe. Or is that? Yeah, kind of, ish. I don't really know more so Necromunda. Like, I know Mordheim, but I'm not, like, very well versed in Necromunda, but I guess you could kind of say it's similar. Yeah. Yeah, Mordheim is sick. I should really actually get into playing Mordheim. I still have a lot of the old Mordheim minis, but I just don't have the book. And I think the book's like fucking $200. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, humans are cool. I mean, I used to play guard in 40k. I used to play orcs as well. Not humans, but you know. I've always loved the Imperial Guard. I think my buddy, my fucking stepbrother, I believe sold all of my Imperial Guard back in the day for weed money. I had left it with him in a giant, like, cardboard box. Like, Rust tanks, Kazarkin, fucking Cadian shock troops, like, just a bunch of shit. The command squad that was metal at one point, a bunch of, like, special weapons, plasma guardsmen, and all that crap. I think he sold the whole thing for weed. Man. My hands need to relax. I mean, yeah. Try and do a 24-hour stream of building things, but being thorough in every mini. That's what I want to do. I was destroyed. Yep. Hey, people are getting their priorities wrong. Jesus Christ. Introducing him to the bust? The bust side? Hey man, people do things when they need some weed money, apparently. Like selling away your whole childhood. The busy end, the busy side, the business side. Give him the business. Okay, I'd like to glue this. I think we're at about 20 minutes, 25 minutes until the reveal. So we spend about 5 more minutes cleaning this shit, then I go take a 5-minute break, then I come back and we talk about the pre-orders, and then we see if it's here. I would love to see it. What a great day today would be. If we had the fucking dwarves! James Workshop, give me the dwarves! It would be, yeah, it would be. Again, I just want the book. Fucking hold off on the minis for a year. Just give me the book. But I know everyone wants the minis, because they haven't had them for a long time, but I still have my minis. Okay. I think we can glue now. And with that, I think we're basically done, outside of 3 minis that need to, dry with, like, plastic. Same thing with this guy, actually. With a bit of, like, plastic filler. A little bit of plastic filler. How long are we away? 20 minutes? Perfect. Alright, we can glue. Let's see. Bum bum. Okay. Alright. Glue time. Glue. Glue. Alright. Glue glue. Hmm. I think I need to put a bit more glue. Hmm. Not really. It could work. Honestly, maybe if you permanently fight, maybe. There's a good possibility it could. Yeah, these gaps are going to be pretty heinous to fill, but whatever. All right. All of my dwarves are done for now. I still have to do a few more later once they're all dry from filling in gaps. But I'm going to take a 5-minute break. I will be right back. We have the dwarf reveals coming up, supposedly in about 15 minutes. So, good time to take a break and go get some copium on. I will be back. Peace, peace. I will see you in a few minutes. BRB. All right, we're here. Raptor, yo. Artorius, I don't know if you're still here. Do you like it? Is Airy good? Airy, it's weird, eh? It's like turbo, like super turbo aggressive. It's cool. Okay, Warhammer pre-orders. It is cheesy. I was starting to do Absolute Focus just to see how it would go. It's a lot of damage. It's like old school GP. It's like it's a weird like pseudo sheen. Anyways, we have dwarf pre-orders to look at, ladies and germs. Flat fucks? What? What is bro on about? I can actually... Can I clean my setup up real quick? 8 minutes? Yeah, I think I can. I recently got a $20 vacuum because my other one broke. And I ended up buying the exact same vacuum, except this one was the updated version. And it's fucking excellent. Super, super good. For 20 bucks, you can't go wrong. These are all garbage. What, dwarves? Bro, do you still play 40k? Did you give up on the Dark Eldar? Wasn't there a new edition of 40k that came out? I think it was like, what, 10th? 11th? 13th? I don't know. I'm unaware. Yeah, exactly. It is. If that's more convenient, that's what people want to do. I don't blame you. Warhammer's not very convenient in terms of getting stuff done. It takes a long time. And then again, there's like literally no Dark Eldar releases, so like you're pretty stale for content. you got nothing. MTG kids are allergic to deodorant. Isn't it the other way around? Or maybe it's both? Yeah, I mean, you don't have to play the game. The game is an option. I like the game. I haven't played Fantasy in forever. Last games I played were like Age of Sigmar 40k. Or, yeah, actually, yeah. Veterans are super edgy e-boys. Smelly, unhygienic types. I see. I see. I would never know. I don't play MTG. Nor have I been into a hobby store in, like, over a year, probably. Alrighty. Warhammer Community. And then we go to Twitter. Twitter Warhammer. Ready for the AOS starter set pre-orders? But we already have that. What are you talking about? That's already been out. Suitmation. Well, I mean, same thing with Star Wars. You know how Star Wars goes with, like, all the stop motion and everything? In some cases, right? Or, like, all the physical sets. Everything, like, movie magic is amazing. It's just art. It's a very practical, like, hands-on piece of art. Starter sets are different from... Oh. Gotcha. Well, I guess we'll see. I'm looking at Twitter. I'm looking at the war community. And, I'm gonna open their YouTube. I'm not... I'm not really excited because, like, chances are it's going to be nothing. I guess we'll see. 2 minutes, or it could be 1 minute from now. Come on, give us the dwarves, you bastards! There's a ton of... Like, this is old world. This isn't 40k. This is, like, Lord of the Rings-esque type of deal. I am profusely reloading pages. What is it going to be? I feel like it's going to be nothing, and we're not going to be surprised. But what if it is? What if it is dwarves? Any minute now. I'm looking. I'm not looking anywhere else. It's 1 p.m. It's 1 p.m. Any minute now. It's exactly 1 p.m. Any minute now. It's them! It's them! It's the dwarves! It's the dwarves! Yes! Let's fucking go! Yes! 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 I spit everywhere! It's the fucking dwarves! Yes! Holy shit! Yes! We're here! Finally! Fuck! Holy shit! We got them! I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped. Yes! Yes! Finally! Holy shit, we've suffered long enough! Thank God! They actually arrived! Let's go! I'm so happy. My childhood! They're here! Fucking hell! It's been... Hey! It took a while! 3 months! Let's go! Alright, you guys want to watch the video or read the article? I guess the video first and then the article, correct? Video and then article. Okay, let's watch the video. Yes! Yes! Finally, man, I'm so hyped. Fuck yeah. This is what dreams are fucking made of. Thank God. Okay. Let's go. Finally. Damn right, baby. Next week. Hey, next week. All right, hang on. Sorry, I need to do window capture. Fuck yes. All right, let's go. Give me 1 sec. I think this is muted. Rainsden, you're right on time. They got announced. Yes! You love it, baby! I'm so happy. Let's go. Hang on. Yes! There they are, you fucking
Welcome
short
to this
bastards!
Week in Warhammer. My name's Lewis, and it's time to take a look at what's happening in your favourite hobby over the next 7 days. We're heading to the Underhells this week with some fantastic pre-order
Finally!
releases for Necromunda. Battle beneath the ruins of a fallen hive city in Necromunda Hive Secundus. This box set comes complete with miniatures, rules, boards, and everything you need to explore the Underhells beneath the ruins of what was once the shining pinnacle of Necromunda. The Secundan incursion gang of Vansar tech hunters and spirers search for ancient treasures and long-forgotten secrets, whilst pitting themselves against mouse-strain gene stealers and mutated
Here they
brood
come!
scum. Also up for pre-order are the Proxy and Fixer, looking to assist your Necromunda gangs in making alliances.
Yay! The Dwarfs are here!
Terrain,
I'm so happy.
Data stack clusters,
Could you tell?
And a brand new Carta Galactica map, showcasing the Secundan exclusion zone. Prepare for war with the Dwarfen Mountain
And new
Battalion.
artwork!
This jam-packed battalion box contains over 60
Give me the book.
miniatures, an impressive core for any Dwarfen
Love it.
army. There's also a throng of Dwarfen units returning to the range in plastic. Iron Breakers and Iron Drakes, Warriors, Hammerers and Longbeards, Quarrelers and Thunderers.
Bro, they're giving you fucking 40s. They're giving... Sorry, not 40s, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... 36. You get 36 Quarrelers, Thunderers.
These regiments are joined
Ungrim.
by Ungrim Iron Fist, the Dwarf Thane with Handgun on Oathstone, the Dwarf Lord with Shield Bearers, and the Runesmith. The much-missed Dwarf Command set containing a Lord, a Thane with Battle Standard, and a Slayer of Legend returning Forge World Resin, and there's also the classic Slayers made...
These are the old, I think they were... Are they Marauder Slayers? Like, this one down here, this one, these... They mix and matched, like, the... Ali Morrison sculpts. So, like, the Ali Morrison sculpts were the latest Slayers that they did. It's the one in the back here. Can you even see? It's like this one, this one, this one. Like, Ali Morrison basically sculpted all of the Dwarven stuff that most people like. I mean, a lot of people like the older stuff, too, but the later Dwarf sculpts.
making their return too, as well as Slayer Command, the more recent Doomseekers, a selection of Imperial...
You actually... Wait, they weren't wrong. You're getting Spear Dwarves. That means there's some Royal Dwarves coming in. A new unit? Spear Dwarves. These are the Imperial Dwarves, right? The ones who have kind of assimilated themselves into, like, Empire Society. Spear Dwarves are back. Be it these are crusty-looking models, but... Wow. I wonder how that's going to work.
Dwarfs and their command, the Goblin Hewer and Bugman's Hewer and...
They're not selling you Malachi! Wow! You cheapos! They're not gonna sell you Malachi. Look! It doesn't come with Malachi. What the fuck? At least I have him. I got that. It actually won't come with Malachi McKyson. That's kind of a miss. At least for a mini. Wow, that's a big kick in the balls.
Bugman's Cart. But that's not all. The Grudge Thrower, the Bolt Thrower, the Flame Cannon, the Anvil of Doom, and a group of Master
Okay, these are all good.
Engineers make their return in Metal 2. And if that wasn't enough, you can learn all about how
That's what I want. That's literally what I want. That's all I want.
wage war in their arcane journal, containing maps, history.
Ooh, it won't be updated, Malachi. The engineer guide for this book is Burlock Damonson, so like Grim Burlock's father.
And new background, as well as rules for iconic characters such as Ungrim Iron Fist, Slayer King of Karak Kadrin, as well as reference card packs.
Ooh! Oh! Look at those! Holy! Is that Karak Azul? Zufbar? Karak Kadrin? They're gonna give you all of the fucking transfers for the holds that are relevant in current timeline. That looks good. Those are great transfers. Absolutely. Runes, Ancestor Faces. I'm looking at the Karak Azul one. Those are great. Yeah, Karak Hearn, Zufbar. Wow. Those are great. Those are awesome. Those are really nice. Damn.
Pack, transfer sheets, and dice set too. Don't worry, fans of the far future, there's also the pre-order release of these handy datasheet cards for your Adeptus Sororitas army this weekend too. Immerse yourself in the worlds of Warhammer with these Black Library pre-orders.
Love it. That's it. That's it. That's actually awesome. That is so awesome. That's excellent. This is excellent. Wow. You can really go all out with, like, Heraldry now. If you really want to play a hold, like, you can absolutely just go all in. That's great. Look at all the runes. It's the Clinker rune. That's awesome. Yeah, Karak Norn, Karak Kadrin, Krezakarak, Zufbar, Barakvar, Karak Hearn, Karak Azamar, Asgamar. Wait, they did all of the holds, I just realized. Even 8 Peaks is down here. Like, these are some deep cuts, though, for some of these minor holds. Like, no one cares about those. But that's cool. Karak Azul, yeah. Karak Varn. Karak Gantuk. That's cool. That's awesome. So now if you really want to go in on, like, one Karak, you can kind of just literally have all of the transfers in one section. Karak Izor. That's kind of a... Is it... I think it was Karak Israel that kind of got foobarred, but... Or maybe it was Izor. Either way, that's awesome. This is so good. This is amazing. These transfers are beautiful. Wow. Well, I mean, Barak Var looks weird. Nah, it's the Seagate. This was like one of their original designs with the sea coming up and then like the gate coming down. This is the normal Barak Var logo. Yeah, this was the OG logo. All of these logos for like the minor holds, I say minor holds, but Karak 8 Peaks is here. These are all brand new. I've never seen these. Karak Azul, pretty good. Karak Hearn, OG. Zufbar, OG. Karak Kadrin, OG. Karak Norn, I'd have to look at it again. Karak Krezakarak is great, yeah. That's awesome. These are fucking awesome. The dice are pretty okay. What are the reference cards? Is this like... These are not unit cards. This is gear cards? Holy, we're eating good. Well, I know where my money's going next week. Not getting the minis, but unit stats and gear. Oh, do they really come with, like, unit stats? Really? In all this? I swear it's only going to be gear, no? Maybe runes, right? Dude, this transfer sheet, though, is, like, the coolest thing. I'm not going to lie. Like, this is such a dinky little nothing, but it's so good. Like, you actually get the fucking Clinker rune. Like, you get all of their runes, alphabet. That's so cool. That's good. I gotta look at this. I actually want to take a photo of this. I'm gonna say Games Workshop cooked. Is that fair to say that GW cooked? These must have been the correct and Gazar Gazla. I'd have to look into these. I mean, 8 peaks again is pretty easy. Karak Varn. Dude, I love Karak Hearn's very simplistic horn. That's awesome. Karak Hearn always had a really cool color scheme. It's just green. Comes out great. Iron Peak. This is excellent. And, unfortunately, I think we will be ending stream, though. Wait, you know what? The article's still here. Hang on. Let's read the article really quickly before I go. Okay. No cannons or organ guns? Eh. True, actually, they should be on release, but I guess they're not. Arcane Journal Dwarven Mountain Holds. Expand your army beyond the list in the Forces of Fantasy with the Dwarven Mountain Holds. 48-page supplement featuring new rules, background lore, and scenarios. You'll find profiles for 3 named characters, all 3 of whom were also at large during the era of Karl Franz, and a host of special units, including a legendary Goblin Hewer and more Dogs of War options. There are 2 armies of infamy, allowing you to field royal clans and the expeditionary force, as well as new runes and runic tattoos. That's cool. Okay. For a generic, I'm just going to throw units on the field. I mean, you get Dwarf Warriors, you get Thunderers, Quarrelers, and you get Gyrocopter, Gyrobomber, or like vice versa. Add to your collection with a set of reference cards and thematic dice. This pack of 56 cards allows you to quickly reference rules and runic abilities in the heat of battle, while each set of 20 dice is cast in stone gray plastic with gold pips and the Dwarven Mountain Holds emblem on the 6th face. I actually have, ages ago when the Mines of Moria set came out for Lord of the Rings, the, SBG. Take a look at these. The dice look good, but, like, take a look at these. These are, oh, kind of similar. These were from, the Lord of the Rings SBG. These were Dwarven Moria dice. With B for, you could just say Bugman. But B for Balin. Alright, Balin's tomb. These are pretty cool. I like these. I still got a few. I mean, they're kind of hard to read because it's gold. But, like, they kind of remind me of the new ones. Pretty cool. Okay. If you don't fancy painting runic emblems all over your throng, a massive sheet of 962 transfers will do the trick. This collection includes runic emblems of many of the major Dwarven Karaks, plus a full set of 220 Clinkeroon runes. There you go. Dwarven alphabet, so you can spell out your favorite Khazalid insults along the barrels of your cannons. True. True. That's funny. Ungrim Iron Fist, yep. Slayer King is back and ready to beat up blah 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 blah. Axe of Dargo, wearing the Slayer crown. He's also a lethal fighter who can slay powerful enemies outright with a lucky roll. See, the thing is with Ungrim Iron Fist, who the fuck is gonna walk anything into him? This guy's got probably 3-inch move. The monsters are just gonna walk away. He's cool, but, like, Is he practical? Anyways, this is what I'm very much interested in seeing. Plastic shield bearers. We will, once this comes out, I will build... So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy everything I don't own. I'm going to purchase this. I'm going to purchase the book. I'm going to purchase Ungrim. I'm going to purchase this because we're going to build this on stream, and I'm going to compare it to the original unreleased one. We're going to build this. I've already got these. These getting reboxed is cool. You're getting a pack of 20 hammerers, so look for about $100 for this box. This is going to be like $100. Dwarf warriors come in packs of 18. Or, sorry, 16, it seems. Slayers, they're selling the old Slayer sculpts. I don't know who sculpted these in particular. Again, Ali Morrison did... I think they came out around, like, 6th edition onwards. Ali Morrison basically sculpted all the dwarves. These... Colin Dixon, I think? I don't really know exactly, but these are the previous incarnation, I think maybe, like, 4th edition Slayers. Imperial dwarves, if you like Empire dwarves, which I absolutely despise, but, like... The interesting thing about seeing this is that spear dwarven units are now a thing again. So it's not that the miniatures are all going to be aesthetically with spears and they'll play like dwarf warriors. These will most likely be dogs of war, people you can take as allies, and it's going to be a spear dwarven unit. Doomseekers, Storm of Chaos, very cool. Grudge Thrower, Bolt Thrower, Flame Cannon. This was the biggest kick in the balls, to be honest. Like, if you were waiting for a Goblin Hewer because you love Malachi, Malachi's not coming in the box. Unless he's there and they just didn't photograph him, they're literally just selling you the Goblin Hewer without Malachi McKyson. Maybe he'll come back as, like, an individual purchase. Because he was available in the Goblin Hewer box. I've got Malachi, but not the Hewer. There you go. You can get him. You're getting Thoric, which is now demoted to like a generic Anvil of Doom. That's fine. The Bugman's Cart is interesting because I'm very curious to see how the rules work for this guy. This stuff I don't really care about. No. That's awesome. Dude, the coolest shit ever, I'm sorry, is this. That is awesome. This is so great. The fucking reference sheet for, like, all of the Dwarf Karaks and the Klinkaroon. Like, this is really going to be, do you like Karak Hearn? Do you like Karazakrak? Do you like fucking Karak Norn? Karak Izel? Like, whatever it may be, right? That's cool. Like, you're going to be able to really theme your army now with very simplistic transfers. There's like 1,000 on the page. But this as well, I'm very curious to see this. I will be going in person to... Wait, how does this work? How do pre-orders even work? Do I have to go into a Games Workshop to pick it up day one? No, these are normal dwarves. This is what they look like. Like, these are classic sculpts. Not like turbo classic, but for me they're classics just because I grew up with them. This is like boomer territory. This is what I grew up with. I mean, the old world is very much selling you nostalgia. It's about going back and kind of buying things that were once in stock. These are all amazing. All of these are amazing. I'm excited. I have a reason to live. That's awesome. So, if we look at a calendar very quickly, these will go on sale on the 20th, and they will be released on the 27th, so by the end of the month. Like the Badlands Ogres? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly that for, like, the Imperial Dwarves. Hang on. You can pick up in a GW store on Saturdays of release, otherwise they arrive by mail a few workdays later. I'm gonna go release day. I'm gonna go release day. I will probably stream all day with the new Dwarves. Oh, I didn't even read the Bugman's cart. You're right. I didn't read that. You posted it, but let me just take a look. When the Throng needs an extra turn of speed, it can also turn to the non-magical yet no less potent power of Bugmans, carted around by sturdy draft ponies and distributed to nearby warriors to boost their speed. So it just makes them run around faster? Alright, I guess we'll see in the book. Well, I mean, the old world is very much nostalgia. It's like selling you old stuff. That's exactly what it's for. They're meant to be here to sell you shit. Like, stuff that they've already made. I mean, the Imperial Dwarves are like... They have charm, but I just don't like them. But they have charm. I can understand old Hammer fans loving them. They've got their... They got a bit of, you know... Bit of worth, yeah? Okay, folks. What a great fucking Sunday. The best Sunday I've had in 3 months. And this time, it wasn't copium. The dwarves arrived, and it's great. We love it. So yeah, that's going to be it for me. I will be on later tonight. We have to go clean. Is it 4 months? Either way. We will be doing, the day this goes live, a very long stream on this channel. I want to look over the entire book. I want to read the lore. I want to do all of the new kits that come out. I want to compare it again to, like, the unreleased kit. Apparently, Fireteam Elite 2 did get leaked. That's fucking cool. That's a great game as well, but, like, you know. This is Warhammer. Anyways, I'm out of here, folks. Take care. Save your money. This shit's coming up next week for pre-order. And, I'm assuming it will be... Fuck, they're coming out with a lot of stuff I don't have. This is probably going to be like $200, $300 Canadian, maybe. And that's not even everything. That's just like the book and the characters. But, yeah, I'm out of here, folks. Take care of yourselves. Be well. I'm happy for you. I might get into Old World. Hey, you should. Dwarves are great. We love dwarves. Great day. Big success. Love it. I love everything they're doing. I love the transfer sheet. The dice look okay. The cards, I haven't seen other, like, factions cards, so I'm curious. Curious to see how all the kits go together. Anyways, that's it. I will be on later. Maybe. We've got guests coming by tonight, so if not later today, it'll be tomorrow. Alright, so take care, guys. Thanks again. Stay safe, and I'll see you later.